Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Friday the 31st of March 2017. So yesterday we saw the markets moving back to the upside. Let's just wind forward a bit here. This is the live trade. As I said in my email I sent out, there was 55 points on the table. There's the buy signal coming in. I thought at one stage we were going to see the market stopped out before it actually got going, but no, it wasn't to be the case. The market found support, and again you can see here you've got the increase in volume coming in, driving the market back up, and then it's onwards and upwards once the market manages to break. And you'll see once it gets to the entry price, just breaks through, and then it starts to drive through. So now I've adjusted the screen, removed the alerts, and then the market drives again, and then we go straight through the scalp. And this is the reason for trailing the stop, because we've gone through both the scalp and the psychological level as the market's driven higher there, and also you've got an increase in volume as well, so there's some energy behind the actual move there. So price is moving higher. I'll redraw the chart, move the stop to the scalp level, see how the market fares at the 20,700 level. You can see the market coming back to it here. We've got this scalp in there, and we've removed the initial stop that was down in this level. So the market moving higher leaves behind a rising low. You can see that all of these lows are higher in the subsequent bars, and once this happens you can then start to trail underneath these 50 or 100%, whatever you choose. So the market then drives again, and I don't move the stop, as you'll know from 50% below that it's going to be lower than this bar, and then the market continues higher, and then I'll draw in the 50% now. You can see we've moved up to the next rising low. The market is coming close to the stop here, but then manages to turn around and drive to the upside. Now I'm just going to pull this back just a bit. You can see in that process that I've moved the stop once again to lock in more. You've also noticed the scalp's gone now as well. If I just wind this back, you will see me removing the scalp when I move the stop to this next bar. You can see there, then it's gone. So the market trades up to the 20,050 level. I'm just going to see if I can fine tune this just a bit. So the market moves up, and you can see at this point when we get to the, we've got in profit on this trade 77.5 points. Now there's nothing wrong with taking the money off the table at the psychological levels, nothing wrong with that at all, and it would have paid to have done that in this case. There's an interesting price bar here as well. Let me just point this out to you. You can see the market comes off the actual high, having hit the 750 level, 20,750, and also you'll notice the volume is high as well. So when it got to this level, you'll see the market starting to move lower, and I'll show you why in just a second, why that actually happened. So the market comes back, and then it's waiting for Kaplan to speak, and then you see the market coming back and hitting the stop and taking out the trade, and there's your 55 points that I spoke of in the email. So the market then trades sideways, and I've drawn in this 20,753, and I'm just going to go back and show you why. See if you can either have big moves when you're scrubbing the timeline, or smaller ones. I just want to see if I can do it with this one then. So I'm having a look at the daily chart, and I can see from here that we've got the 62%, which is 20,757, and then when we go back to the chart, to the 5-minute chart and draw the line in, you can see we've got 20,753, so 4 points off. That's 62%, which is why you had the selling here and here, stopping the up move. It's simple as that. They were getting close to one of these levels, Fibonacci levels in the daily chart. So the market then sideways, we had a sell signal that wasn't filled, and then the market breaks the 20-bar average and then continues lower until later on in the session. And I'll have to have a look at the reloaded chart because I turned everything off early, having taken the profits out of the market. So let's have a look and see how things ended up. So there was another buy signal, which was a loser. There's the extension that I drew in when the market was live. So again, if you've made the money in the earlier part of the session, you don't want to be sitting around for the remainder of it. You can see the market went through and had a bit of profit, but then headed back down. No point really, because the market was already starting to get into a sideways move at this time. So if you made money in the earlier part, there's no point. Interestingly enough, the markets turned down again. Did this yesterday morning before then moving back up in the main part of the session. So it would be interesting to see if it comes back as well off this. In the daily chart, again, you can see how the markets stopped at that 62%, and it's been sideways for this week. Very narrow range as well for the bars, and that's because there hasn't been much news around to move the markets. And news wise, what have we got? Anything at 3 p.m? Yeah, we've got Kashkari speaking, and Haldane's out as well. They're both at, well, one is at 3 p.m. and the other one is at 10 p.m. when the markets close. So it might just be enough to lift the market there at 3 p.m. But again, medium impact news item, so if you're in the trade, there's no reason why you can't stay with it, as long as there's enough momentum, of course, moving prices. Right, let's just have a look at the implied volatility, and let me just move this down so you can see it. And again, if we look down, we can see we've got a new low in the implied volatility at 889. This moving lower because the prices moved higher, which is perfectly normal and balanced there. Right, that's it for today. I will see you in Mondays, probably recorded over the weekend as usual. So anything else to report, I'll let you know during the day. Other than that, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.